Hey guys, this is Amy with Stick with the Plan, and today I'm talking about being a God pleaser. Stay right here, we'll get right into it. Thanks for joining me. I'm talking about being a God pleaser. We're right here in Danville, Kentucky. This is Faith Church. You'll notice our studio where we film our live broadcast. I'm talking about how we're going to please God. You know, right now it's so hard to please everybody. Somebody's always mad at something. You know, your friends could be mad that you're too political, you're not political enough, or you've taken a stand on this, or you haven't said anything about that. You know, you feel all this pull. How are we going to please everybody? I'm so glad we don't have to. There's only one opinion that matters, and that's God's. He wants us to be a God pleaser after His heart. You know, that we don't have to worry about everyone else because it's impossible to please everyone. Do you think about what Jesus said? I love this so much in John 8 and in verse 29, He said, "The one who sent me is with me." Well, I could stop right there and preach. I like that. It means everywhere I go, it's not just me, but the one who sent me is with me. I love that point. And He goes on to say, "I am not alone, and I'm only going to do the things that please my Father." Wow, that was Jesus' motivation. Have you ever stopped yourself and asked, what's my motivation? Why am I doing this? Is it just for my own self-gain? Is it to please some people? What is my motivation? To get ahead in life? To hurt somebody else? You know, to really teach somebody a lesson? What's our motivation? Jesus said His was to please the Father. Now that needs to be ours in life. Before you do something, you know, before you type a comment, you know, before you get mad at somebody, send a mean text, I always pull myself back, take a deep breath and say, hey, what's my motivation here? Will this please God? It's a lesson I'm learning this year. I just want to stop and ask myself before I react or respond to something. And what a great lesson, because Jesus wanted to please the Father. What did He do? Great miracles. He just demonstrated such compassion and love. And as He was on the earth, so are we to be, to demonstrate just the attributes of our Father, that we just see the goodness of God wherever we go. So I'm challenging you today. Come on, let's ask ourselves, what's our motivation? My husband Jay was telling me a story when he was in high school, and he said, he wanted to be on that basketball team so badly, and he just thought that would make you so cool, and his motivation was to be somebody if he got on that team, and he wasn't that great yet athletically because he hadn't grown yet. And he said, you know, he was trying so hard to be like everybody else, and he got up early to those, 5:30 practices, and he was doing all that he could, and he just felt like he was falling short and didn't get much playing time and just sit on the bench and thinking, he finally asked himself, why am I doing this? What is my motivation? He said, I think I just wanted to be somebody. He finally got that revelation from the Lord. You already are somebody. You don't have to be a basketball player. He said, whew, what a relief it was. I didn't have to try to please what I thought everybody wanted me to do. He said, I realized I was somebody already in the Lord, and that set him free. We have to do that in our life. We will be miserable trying to please everyone around us. We can't be good enough. We can't be funny enough. You can't help enough, but we have to please God. What does He want us to do? That's our motivation. Look at Colossians here. We have Paul praying and chapter 1 and verse 10. He said, that we would walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing Him, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of Him. I think the more you know the Lord, the more you're after His heart. The more we can be just a God pleaser. If I know Him, I want to please Him. I always wanted to please my parents growing up. I didn't want to get in trouble, but I was smart, and I thought, well, if I really wanted to do something, I could. If you really wanted to sneak out, if you really wanted to go somewhere, if you wanted to miss curfew, you probably could sneak around it if you wanted to. But I thought, you know what? I knew God. He was already in my life. I was already serving the Lord. I wanted to please Him. Even if I could fool everyone around me, I couldn't fool God. I was glad at a young age I already knew the Lord, and it gave me that desire. I wanted to please Him. That's where true satisfaction comes from. So my prayer for you today is that you will know the Lord in such a degree you will want to please Him, that it will bring such a satisfaction and fruit in your life, that this will be one of our greatest years where we see really a great move of God and His goodness, because we're after Him. We want to please Him. And that's how we'll stick with the plans He has for us. Thank you for joining me today here at Faith Church. Oh, so much fun hearing all that God is doing in your life. It encourages me. And thank you for sharing this. New people get to watch this because you are sharing this. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Get your friends to subscribe. Leave us a comment. If you're on Facebook, like this page. We got a brand new video for you next week. And remember, every Tuesday, we're live. I'll see you then.